It's a short video on CSS animations. If you feel like you don't need to watch the 25-minute video, all the code is in the comments section or the description. Yeah, that's what it's called. Alright, that. We are with Visual Studio Code open. My original music in the background. Here we see some multiple animations. I decided to include a couple other things in here in case, just in case you cared. Those things are font awesome. And there's actually a few HTML commands that'll provide a little bit of animation as well. So if you see the page here, this was a demo page I did for a friend's painting company, but I've done the same exact thing for a few other companies. This Facebook icon spinning is using font awesome. This is actually a HTML command blank, I believe. You see down there in the bottom left corner, it actually links to the phone number, so it calls them, which is the same number as this one. Same deal. I think next video we'll go over putting a Google form in, but for now, let's do this. So the real CSS animation is right here. He's a big fan of the Grateful Dead, so as you can see, it kind of goes in and out, and in and out. Very simple, right? But this is the basic CSS animation video. The font awesome things will be really cool too. And as you can see there at the end, I plugged my own company, bluecloud development, and I always plug it up here at the top. Right there where the mouse is. It's people like that. Let's show you how I did it. So right here we have an index file and a CSS file. All this other stuff does not matter right this second. Okay, we can shade that. Oh, crapola. Not to worry. Not to worry. And that's where we wanted to be anyways. Okay. So, as you can see here, regular HTML stuff, regular style sheet, links to this style sheet in the same folder. Knowing some basic HTML and CSS would definitely help. But for here, we've got our body tag, and this is where the body will actually be in the background and such. You see this blinking animation? It actually isn't HTML. It blinks every 0.8 seconds for infinity. So when this attribute is used on the index page, which I really imagine that you guys would know how to use a computer and all this kind of stuff, but yeah. So anything you see cool on the internet, on any page, you can just get the pointer tool out. Oh, Paul, look, it's blinking. That's really cool, right? That's what I want everything to do in my life. I need more blinking. So we'll point to it here. And got 2 index files. That's kind of weird, but whatever. A.blinking says it right there. Says the CSS line here, right? Both of them for the A class, and it's the phone number right here. So it's this H2, and our animation looks like it's going to be in the About section. This About container right here. If we look over here, let's find the animation. There's not a whole lot, so shouldn't be too crazy for you. Yeah. Get timer. Oh, crap. There we go. So, there's the slider animation. So as that fades in and fades out, you'll see how it comes in the frame. Everything there's moving, right? That's used from data wow, and you can see the times right here. So there's like a data wow, data wow, data wow. And that all comes from this header that accesses all these cool libraries, right? So there's the Font Awesome. So as you'll see, like on the Facebook, these FA things, that's class Font Awesome, right? And there's like the Facebook icons that spin. It's actually just called FA spin on the class. It's that simple. Let's go ahead and find one example in the code here. So there's the slider content, fade up, okay. Now, FA shake is for Facebook to shake the icon, and the ×5 is the size of it. So let's see if we can go over here. Does it shake? No, they got rid of that. But the first one up top here is CFA spin. Go back to it. Yes, see, so there's FA spin. We reloaded the first slider. 5 seconds fade, 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 move. Data wow delay. And then we've got Font Awesome spin, which comes up right down. So there's the spin. This area is the About section. I was right about that. So under that ID About, which the About section is going to be this area here, just above the footer. The title area, and that is the About section. It shows right there. Another FA spin in the footer, so we can see it here. It says by bluecloud development or whatnot. Right here. The icon. Hey, they stay there. Why be like that? It's this one. Okay, so there's the footer, the icon, and then here is a malarkey. So there's that container. Likes for me to double click, doesn't it? Just loves that. And there we finally have almost. There's the bootstrap section. There's my links. One more. Right here. Oh my gosh. Make me do it one more time, Leah. And there is finally the FA spin. The FA5X makes it bigger. Because it is rather small. So Font Awesome is a really cool way to get icons, library of icons, and a little bit of animation there itself. Yes, they're like at 4. But if you want to use it, just go here, Font Awesome icons, CSS tool. It'll give you what's called a CDN. Or you could actually download the files and access them that way. It's a little more advanced, and it's also just not necessary whatsoever. So the Font Awesome CDN, it's Content Delivery Network. It has the link right here. So in the header, in your head, it gives you directions right here. Please get that far before you start trying to animate. But the Font Awesome spin's probably your quickest animation that you can do. And we'll go back to my VS Code, and as you can see, there's a Font Awesome in the head, as well as a bunch of other stuff. There's the Font Awesome animation. You want to make sure you get all of the stuff, and value commenting as well, because you can see here what each one is for. So each dependency here is listed and why we have it. So we can get rid of some stuff if we got rid of it. If I were to deploy this for a painting company, I would not want a giant spinning Facebook logo, probably. So I'd get rid of that, and just to save, make faster unit testing, we get rid of all of that. Less commands, the better, right? Well, let's really get into the nitty gritty here of pure CSS animation. Okay. So we established that it was the About section. Right here, from here to here. That's what section we're animating the background of. So I'm over here in the CSS. So we got to find About, right? In the background of About is what's changing. So let's get down to it. I do have some pretty slick nav bars and stuff stashed in here, extra features, which I don't have commented in. So, okay, so here we go. Here is the About section. Okay, and you have to have 2 different kits for CSS animation. Now, there's that many lines of code right there, from what, 879 to 764, so about 100 lines of code for, mind you, this much animation. That being said, it is impressive. And if you will look on the left at the timing, it's a lot like drawing a picture and kind of thumbing through it like an old school movie. I mean, if you understand how video works, it's frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. It's a series of pictures that's rolling through a light beam. Pretty much as simple as I can put it. So that is also what this is doing, but it's doing a few other things as well. So let's get back to the two kits here. So we've got Safari versus Mozilla in a fight to the death. We are not going to get rid of them. So one's a WebKit animation name, right? And there's just there's two different syntaxes. So that just is what it is. You have to deal with it. So it looks like we've only got the Safari one here. So oh no, see, WebKit is the difference. That's what makes it. These two commands are Safari, right? The total duration of the animation is 30 seconds. That's pretty semantic, right? I give an example because I'm showing you an example. The total animation is only 30 seconds, right? The WebKit animation duration is also 30 seconds. This will be Firefox, every other browser in the universe, and this would be Safari pretty much in general. No reason for them to change that. There may be an edge feature. That'd be something cool to try out. But I'll do that when I do some .NET stuff tomorrow. Okay, so keyframes is an animation that CSS understands. So these are frames, frame by frame animation, right? Pretty self-explanatory. Now, this is the percentage of that 30 seconds, right? So when it's done, we'll be left with this image, which should be this. And then we have to run it twice because one, we have to have WebKit with an ampersand. And keyframes is non-Safari, so it's cool. It's a copy and paste deal for the most part. You'll live. Alright, now these photos are all accessed. They can be accessed by the internet, which is pretty cool. You can save space on your hard drive that way. Through your website. And you would just put an actual URL of a photograph here. So let's do that for fun. Let's see. What would you guys like to see? A picture of hang in their cat poster, because I think that's a positive message. And I got one from the book fair 500,000 years ago. Okay, so we got that. View the file. Comes from here. Site can't be reached. They've been taken down. It'd be cool to have a GIF too, right? And you can also do that, right? So that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna copy this, right? I'm gonna paste it here. That's the URL, okay? And I'm gonna do it for both WebKit Safari and for this. Pretty cool. So let's see what happens. That's the right spot. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? Where's my cat? You have to say, "Boo, where's the kitty?" Is the cat the last thing on there? What? Should be the first. Let's see. I don't think that was long enough. Yeah, 0 to 10%. What? Let's just do it here too, and let's just do it here. We don't have to save it. So hell with it, right? I'm gonna do it willy-nilly. On different spots on this one too. I'm having fun. I don't know about you. There we go, and there's hanging their kitty cat. There he is again. Yay! Advantages and disadvantages to using local storage versus server storage. You're making more internet calls, so it's kind of a man-in-the-middle thing. Whatever server's giving me this kitty cat computer or picture, I don't know how smart he is, so we won't get too close to that. But, these little percentage markers, they just mark time. So 10% of 30 seconds is literally the blip it starts with. So there's a cat starting right there. Okay, and then the next cat on Chrome. So what is that? 20% of 30 seconds. So 1/5 of 30 is like 6 seconds, right? 7? I don't know. Close enough. You get the idea. Alright, I'm going to do something really cool for you guys in the comments. I'm going to leave you all the code, man. All of it. So, yeah, see about that. Alright. And that, I believe, will do it. If you have some questions, call me on my comment line on the YouTube. It's only my second video. Give me a break, homie. If you want to purchase some of this music, comment, and maybe I'll sell it to you.